What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Overdose, where we show red pill content to people that's not too familiar with red pill. Now, we have two special guests today. Introduce yourselves.
My name is Morgan, Paige Carter, Karen.
Okay. Now, are y'all familiar with red pill?
I've been on this before, so I'm familiar with it.
You guys have caught me up to date, but yes, I'm a new here. I'm still learning, but yes.
Okay, so the video that we're about to watch is Why Women Call Guys Creep. Now, with just that title by itself, does anything come to mind?
The situation that just happened to us.
Yeah.
We were actually on our way here, and the Uber driver did not match like any of his information. So obviously that's a creep. Like, you're putting false information out there. He had a different car, a different name, different phone number, everything.
Yeah,
Wow.
he was creepy. He was definitely weird.
What comes to mind when you think about that?
When I think of a creep, I think of somebody that's like, I don't know, like that's like staring at you, like making you feel
Okay.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, like I don't know, like they can try your like whistling, like kind of stuff like that. You're a creep if you do that. You're a creep.
Okay. Well, let's jump into this video.
Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over how women use shaming tactics and reputation destruction to control men and get them to do what they want. Now before we get
I see Karen already over
Yeah, Karen's like,
You can never control your facial.
you can already tell what she's
never
thinking
control
just
my
by
face
What are you
expressions,
thinking
like,
already?
ever. I can't.
I'm trying not to stop it too much, but what are your initial thoughts?
I'm trying to like control my face.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm ready to hear what he has to say. I'm ready to hear it.
All right.
getting started, this is an MGTOW channel, a MGTOW channel, and it always will be. So if you like this type of content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and you'll get 2 to 3 videos per week that has content that is relevant to this community. Okay, so to jump right into it, the tactics women use to harness masculinity is they use femininity and positive social reward to reward the men that do what they want, and then they use reputation and slander and shaming language to punish the men that don't do what they want. So to give you a visual idea of why we would evolve this way, I did this cute little animation. So let's say we're in the tribal times, which is where human beings have done the majority of their evolution, right? Human beings have been around 200,000 years, and then we have behaviors left over from even before that. We've only been existing in these modern civilizations for, at best, 5,000 years, right? And so to give you an idea how this tribal evolution would work and how this still is relevant in the society today, is if you had 2 guys and the woman wants them. She wants to pick up the tribe and move it to the beach, right? And the 2 tribal leaders, the 2 guys, one of them says, nope, no way, don't care. And then the other guy says, okay, sure. The woman will then prop up the one guy that agrees to her, with her, so that she can get what she wants. And then she will denigrate and shame and destroy the reputation of the guy that doesn't agree with her, that isn't going to do what she wants. This is how women use reputation and social manipulation in order to get the stronger masculine males to do what they want. This is how
I see you over there. Just keep moving. What are your thoughts?
I want to know who broke his heart. Like,
Okay.
I want to know who broke his heart, first of all. And I don't think any of that was correct.
So you don't think females use manipulation when they don't get what they want?
That's not just men. I mean, that's not just women to men. That's men to women too.
Yeah.
That's natural. Like, if somebody agrees with you, you're naturally gonna probably like be more on their side.
Yeah, you're gonna
because
boost
they
them
agree
up.
with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever shamed someone like he said?
Describe shaming someone. Like, what
There's
type
a
of
lot of
shame?
different ways to shame. Like you said, you use this guy as a creep, or this guy is whatever. You basically degrading the person because they're not acting the way that you want them to act.
Have you?
I mean, if they're acting, for me, like, if they're acting, like, disrespectful, then yeah, I'm gonna degrade you because you're degrading me.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, if you're a creep, you're a creep.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Like-
that doesn't mean you're not a creep because you disagree with me. No,
Right.
you're a creep because you do creepy things.
Like, you're doing something that, like, I don't know. For me, creep, like I said, it's I feel uncomfortable. So, like,
Yeah,
if
like,
you're
I feel
making me feel
uncomfortable with
uncomfortable, like, then of course I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna just be like nice about it. Which, so I mean, he has a little bit of a point, but
but it's vice versa, men
Yeah.
and women.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
how they have to interact as women, right? And we like the positive feminine rewards, and we don't like the shaming and the reputation destruction. As men, we're highly, highly evolved to respond to those two tactics that women have, because the men that did not were oblivious, and they would just be weeded out of these out of the gene pool, because they were the ones that weren't supplicating to women. So this is why men are so eager to supplicate to women, and why we have simps and beta, all these guys throwing all this validation at women, right? But we all kind of have these feelings within us that make us want to supplicate to women. They make us fearful to be slandered by women, because we've evolved to be that way, right? So in my illustration here, I'd give a very likely real world example of what the woman would then do is she would go tell the other women that the one guy was great, he's like super manly, you should date him, he's such a nice guy, and then the other guy has a small penis, he's a rapist, and he's just abusive and all these things, right?
I see you guys over there moving and reacting. You don't find that to be true?
Yeah, this guy was bullied in high school by women. Like, I don't know what happened to him, but
no woman's gonna sit there and be like,
No.
like, especially rape is such a big thing. I feel like for women as well.
Yeah.
That you're not gonna sit there and slander a man because he didn't agree with you and you're gonna call him a rapist.
Yeah.
That's just completely overboard.
Literally.
I have heard stories where women do that though, where they're put in a situation where they want like a very high value dude, and the high value dude doesn't act like the way that they want them to act. So they say, "Oh, this guy raped me when they was just chilling," type of thing.
That's, I don't know. I've never.
Me neither, yeah.
Anyone that I know nobody's ever said that towards somebody just because they weren't happy with the way they treated them, or they weren't happy with the like things that were said to them.
Okay.
That's just wild.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I don't know. I feel like if like you're walking in the street, even like I said, like with the whole word being creep, like I said, a creep is something totally different than a racist, or a racist than a rapist.
It's different levels.
But like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's if somebody's sitting there whistling at me, I'm not gonna turn around and be like, wow, you're a rapist. I'm gonna be like, wow, like you're a fucking creep.
Yeah,
like,
you're a creep.
Like, yeah, so.
Rapist is when you rape someone.
It's a whole different level. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I would never say that to somebody.
I would never say that.
I get you. Yeah. So
and he has a small penis. That's so stupid too.
Yeah.
Oh, so hold on. Okay, let's talk about it. So you have never talked bad about someone that got you in your feelings?
They got me in my feelings. Mm-hmm. Like
a boyfriend that cheated on you or something,
sad.
and then you're like, oh, he got a small dick or whatever.
No, I wouldn't say he has a small dick. I'll be like, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's a freaking piece of shit. I would say that.
I'd probably say he had a small dick. I'm not gonna lie. I would throw that in there. I'd be like, yeah, he's an asshole.
Small
He did all
dick
this.
energy.
By the
That's
way,
what
though,
it is.
he had a small dick too.
He had a small dick energy.
Okay.
But I would never be like, oh, he's a rapist. Like, I would never be like,
I would never do that. I don't think I've ever called anybody that.
He raped me. Like, I would never do that. That's just.
Okay, so you disrespect his dick, but you won't disrespect like his name type of thing.
Disrespect his dick as like, yeah, but like to be funny. Like, oh, he has a small dick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, we're not sitting there like telling a whole bunch of different people. Oh, he has a small dick, by the way. No, but to ourselves, we'll be like
amongst each other.
That's why. That's
okay, got you. So it's just like a friend thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a friend thing. Yeah. It's like with your inner friends, you could talk shit all you want.
But
we're not gonna go to people, like random people, or like people that we just know are in the same circle, and say, oh, he has a small dick, by the way. Like that's so petty.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's dope.
The end result is that one guy doesn't reproduce, he dies off. So we evolved this trait to want to supplicate to women and be very afraid when they trash your reputation. So that's it. Now, because of this, these traits are both learned and inherently biological. So when women, because they know these things, when they go after a man's reputation, it is usually almost always it's almost always based on his masculinity and his sexuality, right? And this is because the most damaging and hurtful thing you can do to a man is to hurt his chances to reproduce. He's wired to not like that type of slander, right? And so that's why what we're seeing is a big example now is with all this Me Too stuff, all these baseless accusations from decades ago that are throwing due process out the window and don't make any sense. What happens is the men who say, well, they're not even advocating necessarily for the guy, but they'll say, well, we need due process and we need to have these systems in place to put it in check that women are willing to abuse this to get what they want from men.
So dramatic.
They're all doing that. They're not even making, the argument for the guy, they're just arguing for due process itself. What the women will do is then accuse that guy of being those things, right?
Okay.
So they will say in the same argument that false accusations don't exist, but then they will use false accusations to advance their agenda against any of the men that disagree with them. And because of how society works and how male and female dynamics work, we've got a split between guys that are willing to supplicate and agree with women on everything, and then the guys that are willing to stand up for these systems that are necessary for a functional, just society, right? So that's it. And to relate it back to why MGTOW, being a man going his own way, is a solution to this type of behavior is when you take...
Okay, so question. I think he wrapped up that last point. Do you guys find that to be true or false that women use false accusations?
Give me like an example.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, we talked about it before, but like you said, he touched me. Maybe some stuff at work where the boss doesn't want to do something and the person says something to, you know,
I think sometimes
things like that.
women exaggerate. Sometimes, not all the time, because there are real things that happen. But I think sometimes women maybe exaggerate, and it's like he didn't mean for it to come off that way, but
Gotcha.
because as a woman myself, we're always kind of just like paying attention to our surroundings. So maybe we misinterpreted some things, or maybe we assumed because he was being too nice or something, like, oh, he wants more than that, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't think maybe exaggerate, but like for women to just say false accusations,
Gotcha.
I think that it just has to go to a whole new level for that to happen. Because for anyone, even for men, if anything, I feel like men always like make lies up about women and tell them like, oh, she had sex with me because we deny them, you know?
I think it's a lot easier for men to make up things about women than
than it is for women to make up about men.
to make up things about men. Like
They should make up things like this
think it's
for women.
about
yeah,
equal.
right?
I will push back on that. I would think that it's about equal, but I think on the woman's side, it's much more damaging. Like on the guy side, it might be just like, you know, the girl pussy stink or fucking she loose or, you know, whatever. It's something that's not going to basically lose your job, lose opportunities in life. But on the flip side, if a woman was to do like false accusation, it's much more damaging for the male. Do y'all find that to be true?
I think it depends because you know how they say that like a woman can't rape a man because they're like stronger and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why it's not taken as serious.
Okay.
I mean, but it's still serious, but it's not taken as serious. So it's not as damaging.
Gotcha.
Because they feel like men are able to control women. Like if they don't want it, they don't want it. And mostly men do want it, you know? So it's like, it's true. So I feel like that's why it's not as damaging. Or that's why it's not perceived as damaging.
Okay. What do you think?
I mean, like I said, I think that it's gonna take a lot for like if a woman's gonna sit there and talk about you to a point. I think that you've obviously really done something, or you didn't do anything and you just don't want her, and that's her way. It's like her fighting mechanism, you know. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like for guys. I feel like guys are just a lot. I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like guys are on a whole nother maturity level.
Okay.
So
No,
I feel like, you know, like it's so much easier for guys to like locker room talk. You know what I'm saying? To go into a bar and just,
locker room talk.
Yeah, like just to start talking shit, just to do it, just to make themselves feel big. You know, like. But I'm not gonna go and like just like degrade like the guy that I was with my friend just to do it and like make myself feel more like a woman. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like even as girls, we're just more like open about our feelings.
Yeah.
So we're like, he did this and this. Like we're not gonna like degrade him, but we're gonna be like. They'll tell the truth. Like, okay, he hurt me. He hurt my feelings. Like, guys wouldn't do that. Guys not gonna sit there and be like, oh,
you're right.
Damn, she fucked me up. Like, she hurt my feelings hard. Okay. Guys are just gonna be like, yeah, fuck her. I don't care. Like, she was this and this anyway. So they'll just like throw slander there just because they're hurt.
Okay, yeah.
And with girls, like, I feel like if me and her were talking about a guy, we're not just gonna sit there and be like, oh, his dick was small. We're gonna be like, oh no, he did this and this is why I don't like him.
More into detail.
With
Gotcha.
guys,
more detail. You think guys are much more.
Yeah, with guys not gonna come to you and be like, oh, Don Jay, I really love this girl, but
blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
blah.
like I don't want to get attached. No, he's gonna be like, oh, that girl's just a hoe, and I fuck her when I want to
Yeah.
fuck her, kind of thing. But
Yeah,
really, he's
exactly.
texting her every day, whipped, like.
Yeah, we'll admit our feelings. I feel like guys kind of just throw it on the rug and are just like, fuck that.
I think that's going to be true. Let's see if he talks about anything else, and then we can wrap up this video.
Take your masculine energy, channel it within yourself, and stop supplicating to women, and stop trying to get these things you want out of women as far as validation and affection and long-term relationships and families and marriages and all these things. Realizing all these dynamics in society make that so dangerous. When you understand that and shift your focus inward, you will then protect yourself from this shaming language, and it won't have an effect on you, because we see it in these comment sections in these communities all the time. These guys are pathetic. Just man up and be a real man. You're just insecure. You're just all these things. But all that is really saying is, fall in line, go along with everything women want, go along with how they don't listen to any standards men have, and that they provide no value for these nuclear families for the vast majority of guys in Western civilization. Just deal with that. And if you don't, we're going to slam you, right? You need to understand.
He's really good at doodling.
Yeah,
He's so good at doodling.
and
But you don't agree with what he said.
That I don't agree with what he's saying.
reorient it around yourself. And if you're not trying to get anything from them, then they won't have that kind of power over you. So if she starts calling you creep and this and that, well, that doesn't really make sense, because I'm not interested in pursuing women like you anyway. So I just want you to get away from me, right? So that's why they will give you a little bit of peace, security, and safety, and a lot of mental well-being.
Okay, I think he's talking about something different of like just going your own way. So overall, do you guys agree or disagree that women use these tactics to degrade men?
I disagree.
I disagree.
Okay,
Strongly.
strongly.
I disagree.
Strongly.
Strongly, I disagree, and I just feel like the way he's describing it is all wrong.
Okay.
I disagree with what he's saying.
Okay. All right, got you. Now, where can they find you on anywhere? Instagram or?
Oh, you looked at me. Oh,
Anywhere.
I thought it was your turn first. You can find me at Morgan Page Carter on Instagram, YouTube.
All right.
On Instagram, you can find me as Rivas, Rivas Karen 327.
327.
You don't even know your own.
On Instagram.
327?
I
Is that
always
right?
One of us
forget it.
knows,
I
right?
always forget it.
It's gonna be in the link, description below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the links. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more exclusive videos. It's your boy Jaye. I'm out. Peace.
Thank you. Bye.